I went from Mountainside straight to Young Leaders because I just really liked Young Leaders. My sister was a Young Leader, and she was telling me all about how much fun she had. They get to go on some fun trips off camp, but they also get to help the younger kids and help have a sense of leadership, which I think was super cool.
There's something special about being able to be a part of the reason that the magic happens.
I realized that my purpose for the rest of my experience with camp is to be able to give back to campers what I gained from this camp.
I knew from my first or second year as a camper on main camp that this is where I wanted to be. I wanted to be a staff member eventually. I wanted to be able to give the same experience that the staff members that I loved so much gave to me. And I think Young Leaders gave me that opportunity.
I love the Young Leaders program. This is the one that I geek out on the most. The Young Leaders program is our oldest program here at camp. It's for 15 and 16-year-olds. And the emphasis on the program is to be a transition between that camper experience and what it might be like to move into a staff role here at Gwynn Valley.
You get to have super fun trips and campouts and experiences like a camper, but then you also get to work behind the scenes and make the magic that the younger kids feel.
You'll hear the same testimonial from a lot of different kids who come through our Young Leaders program. Two of the ones that come most to mind are that they feel the added responsibility. They feel valued here at camp, that the work that they do is real, the work they do is impactful. And the other one is that they feel a really strong sense of community, a continuation of that trajectory here at camp.
You're in another close-knit community, so if Mountainside is a close-knit community, Young Leaders is more like you're in a family.
I think we all have the capacity for leadership in us. It's finding the right avenue, the right way to be a leader that I think the Young Leaders program presents. You know, there's so many opportunities to be a leader in program, a leader at the table, a leader within your own age group with your peers. You know, the leadership opportunities in such a dynamic environment really abound. Our Young Leaders will do a number of different leadership seminars. Some will be run by myself and some will be run by the Young Leaders staff. Some of the types of things that we'll talk about in those leadership seminars: giving and receiving feedback, childhood development, growth mindset, things that are all important for working with and helping to foster really good humans.
I think Young Leaders also taught me a lot about the kind of person I want to be in other people's lives. I think that's a really radical thing to teach 16-year-olds about social awareness and how to be accepting. And when they learn these lessons in such a community they're so bought into, and then they take them into the outside world, they become really good people. And I think that's a really cool product of that program.
And I think that the value of having Young Leaders take place at a summer camp, be in this really dynamic environment that we're in, is that they get to learn how to be a leader. They get some theory on how to be a leader. They get to try it out in real time in these dynamic learning environments, and then talk it through with professionals, with mentor figures who have their own experiences of stepping into the same spaces they're stepping into. And I think the result of all of those things coming together is this really accelerated growth into a really strong leader at camp.
I could tell you right now all the seminars I did as a Young Leader. Like, if I really went through it, I could tell you who taught them too, just because it's such an impactful experience and you're learning something that I don't think can be taught in a traditional setting. Leadership skills is just another way of saying people skills, and learning how to be a good person, how to interact in different spaces and different communities. And I think that that's not taught often enough in traditional settings, and Young Leaders creates a really cool environment for kids at a really, really impactful age to be able to learn those skills.
We get to do a lot of fun things. I feel like we make the magic, but then we also get to use the magic.
Young Leaders, like everything at camp, starts from the base of being fun. We want to make sure that campers are always having fun at camp.
We have campouts and we have just fun activities like that, but we also get to work with kids in the mornings, and we get to contribute to the community a lot more than you do in any other phase of camp. Like, we set the tables and we help with discoveries and stuff like that.
I think that the Young Leaders program fits really nice as a capstone on someone's camp experience, where they're bringing together all the different pieces, all the different new learnings that they had on Mountainside or Riverside, or something that they experienced in their outside lives, and being able to build something really incredible here at camp.